Why would you just shake?
We live on a circle.
You know what? No, we live on a flat earth.
You're
Okay.
a flat earther.
Yes.
That's your problem right there.
No, you know what?
Coach
Kid
Powell-
believes in flat earth.
Coach Powell's good
Hey,
at diagnosis.
we live on a flat earth, but it's a flat circle.
What?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, he
Like a
got
plate.
you there.
It's like a plate.
Whitney, you quit your yapping. Alright.
Okay, what do you think this point is called?
Oh, the
The center.
The center.
Yes.
Okay, to name a circle, use the circle symbol is a circle with a dot in it, so it doesn't look like an O. And then you name it according to its center. So this is circle C. Okay, some of this we should know already. The line that goes through the center from one edge to the other. Diameter. Okay, if it goes from the center to the edge, radius. Okay, also, I guess people don't really get this part. The circle is not all this. The circle is this.
Whoa.
That's the area of the circle.
Okay, yeah, this is like not the circle.
That's actually crazy.
Okay, anyways, there's a definition of a circle. Definition of a circle is
A round thing.
all the points in a plane that are equidistant from one point.
Chad, is this real?
All the points in a plane that are equidistant to one point. Does that make sense? So all these points are the same distance from the center. And the radius has to be the same in every circle, right? Because it's like one of these points to the center. Anyway, you guys know what this line is called?
That's the
It's called a chord, yeah.
chord.
Like the chords on a guitar cover that hole in the guitar. Okay, so a chord just goes from one point on the circle to another. So technically a diameter is a chord, but it also goes through the center.
What?
So the diameter is a chord, but it has to go through the center. Okay, I think that's all the definitions we're doing
Radii.
today.
Is that actually?
Radii is plural for radius. All the radii in one circle are the same.
Yep.
I think that was all the definitions for today. Okay, so the thing we're learning today,
I thought that was gonna be it.
like, the theorem, like the trick or whatever. Well, you guys might be able to guess this. If two chords are the same distance from the center, then what do we know?
They equal each
They're equal to each other. Because as a chord gets closer to the center, what happens?
other. It becomes longer.
It gets longer, and as it gets farther away, it gets smaller. So if two chords are the same distance, like these two are the same length, then the chords have to be the same length. Okay? Or you could say it backwards. If the chords are the same length, then these two distances have to be the same. Okay, also, that's kind of like trick number one, or rule number one. Rule number two, if a diameter or radius is perpendicular to the chord, well, it splits it into two equal. So it splits it in half. So if this chord, now a chord is a line segment, right? All these things are line segments. A radius, a chord, a diameter. These are all line segments. If segment AB is, let's say, 12 centimeters, then how long is segment AC? 6. So these are both 6, and if these two chords are the same, then these would have to be 6. Okay, so one of the main tricks that we're going to need for today is, okay, what is this thing right here?
Radius.
It's a radius. Okay, so the trick, they don't always draw this in here, but if you draw the radius from here to here, okay, that
3069.
not a 36 to 90, but it is a
Triangle.
right triangle. It's a right triangle,
Yeah.
which means what should work if it's a right triangle?
Pythagorean
A
theorem.
squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Right, Pythagorean theorem, yes.
Wow.
So if they ask for the radius, you might have to draw the radius in right here so you can use Pythagorean theorem. And then whatever, let's say this is dB and this is
How'd you
like
get the fourth?
d, I just made it up.
Oh.
So if this is if you figure out dB is like 10 units long, then that means that's supposed to be an F. dF is 10 units long. Does that make sense? Because they're both radii.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Okay, that's kind of the trick. And Pythagorean theorem, we're going to do a lot of that today. So,
What a sigma.
number one, some of these are easy. 4 through 9 is probably the hardest part. Number one, name the circle. What's the circle on number one called?
Circle P.
Circle P. So you put a circle symbol with the dot so it doesn't look like a zero. And then you put a P. Comma, what's the center called? P.
I have a question.
yeah.
When you like write chords, you put like the line segments above it?
Yeah, chords and diameters and radii, these are all line segments. So we're going to be putting the line segment symbol. What is the diameter on number one? AF. So it is a segment. Remember so we'll put the segment symbol. Remember lines in geometry go forever? So they call them line segments. Fascinating. Okay, number 3, what are the radii? What are the 3 radii in the AP? FP, what was the other one? MP. Okay, so for number 2, remember I said that the diameter is a chord. All right, a diameter is a chord. All right, I'm gonna try to draw this real quick. Let's see, how did I do that?
Do we just have to write it, or do we have to solve it for the next?
There's nothing really to solve.
Oh.
But I kind of need the picture to like point at stuff. A, B, C, D. Okay, I didn't draw this very pretty, but that's okay. It's a Q or an O? That's an O. Probably should name your circle O. Because it looks like a 0. Anyways, so the first question, number 5, is AC, which means how long is it from A to C? Okay, they didn't give us any numbers, so all these answers are going to be letters. They're going to have variables. So how long is AC going to be?
2 times
Y
AB.
squared.
Okay, it's 2 times AD, or 2 times DC, right? So what's 2 times Y?
Y squared.
E.
Y times 2Y.
2Y.
That's what I heard.
Okay, what does Y squared mean?
Times itself.
Y times Y, yeah, not Y times 2. All right, number 7.
Of course you did.
Okay, number 7, this kind of goes to what I was talking about earlier. OE is a what for the circle? OE is a what for the circle? It's a radius. So if we can find the length of any radius, that's what OE would have to be. Okay, well, where's a radius that we can actually figure out what it is?
Oh.
Remember I said just draw one like right there? I didn't draw that very well. You draw the radius in right there, and then what does that create?
45.
No, just a right triangle.
Right triangle.
It's not a special triangle, it's just a right triangle. So, how do I find the length of this radius?
A squared plus B squared.
X, 2x plus,
No,
2x times y.
a squared plus b squared. So,
oh, dang it.
X squared
plus
y
y
squared
squared equals.
we'll call it c squared for now. But we have to solve for c, so how do I get rid of that? Do these add together?
No.
How do I, square root.
Oh my.
So we just put that.
Is that all you do?
Okay, does this simplify? This is kind of an important algebra idea. Does that simplify?
No.
Okay, somebody who said yes, what do you think that simplifies to?
Oh, it's just x plus y.
Okay, if I did x plus y times x plus y, would that equal x squared plus y squared? No.
Just kidding.
Because if I multiply these two together, you have to multiply everything together, so it's like a FOIL. So it'd actually be x squared plus xy plus xy plus y squared. You guys remember your algebra? So is that the same as that? No. So does this have a simplified square root? No. So if you said no, you were correct. Although
Let's go.
it's probably a lucky guess, but
You got
Okay.
it.
Timmy wanted to be wrong.
now
Boy.
Timmy wanted to be wrong.
Oh, yeah. You wanted.
you probably just said no because you didn't know how it would simplify, not because you actually understood. But if it is one term like this, x squared y squared, if it's multiplied together, it's one term. It actually does have a square root.
See, I just.
It is be xy. So this one simplifies because it's just one thing. xy times xy is that, but this one doesn't. Anyway, that's a long way of saying. That's kind of an important algebra concept, so I want to stop and take a second. That is the answer to number 7, and we need that for, oh, I guess I'll put it over here. We need that for other problems on this section. That is going to be the length of the radius for this circle, any radius. Okay.
With the evens, I'm just like a little bit confused on.
Okay, on BE is a what? I'm looking at number 8. BE is a diameter. And what do we know about diameters?
It's two radius.
2 radius. So 2 radii. If this is the radius, then
That's.
this
Multiply.
times 2. So how do we put times 2?
You just put two
square root.
Just put a 2 in the front.
Ah.
Yeah, but like. Okay.
It does not simplify.
Like I'm
And that's number 8. He's not
Tommy Rich like this.
Right.
Okay, on number 9, do you guys see BD in the picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is tiny.
No.
Yeah, it's small. Okay. Well, is BD a radius?
No.
No.
It's
But-
half a radius.
So it's like.
It's not half a radius. It looks like it, but it's not. It's not
What it
quite.
basically is.
Could be.
The X part is actually longer than the DB part.
But
But we know
if
what
find
x is.
X,
And then we can just subtract that
Subtract
from the
it.
radius.
bingo,
There.
bango.
Okay, Lennox got it. What'd you say, Lennox?
So we figure out what x is.
Okay, we can't figure out what X is, though.
I don't think he's got it.
No, he does. We just can't solve it. We're not, he's trying to like say if we knew what X was, we could figure it out, but.
So we do X minus.
X minus b.
So basically, BD plus X should equal the radius.
Okay,
No. Yes.
that's true.
But. I don't know.
So
So you have to do X minus.
Okay.
BD?
I'm confused.
BD, you could get if you knew the radius and then you took out what?
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, you forgot what you're saying.
And then he took out X.
Right. BD is the radius, take out X.
See, this is
Alright,
why I hate
so-
circles.
So what's the radius?
Oh my goodness.
BD
That thing.
equals square root of X.
So we do that
So it's just square root of
and take out X.
Wow.
y.
We
Can
are
we
so
just do
smart.
square root
That was
of y squared?
Crazy.
Can we just do that?
That doesn't simplify, so yeah, that's all you can do.
Well, like square root of y squared. We just take out the x.
Huh?
shut up.
The square root doesn't simplify.
You can't even do it.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Okay, you guys can have cake lessons later. Let's stick with geometry for now.
This is the only class we get to do it, Mr. Jordan.
Not in history. We can do it in history.
Yeah, we'll make, I think he might want
I
to
guess I skip click got cornrows.
I think we're making him like
They're fire.
And Bibble.
Okay, number 11. If BE is 18. I probably should draw that picture. We're gonna need that
I
later.
had a dog named Doubles. He was blind. Walked to a fire.
No way.
I'm dead serious.
That's crazy.
I'm dead serious.
Walked into a
Yes. So we had this pit where you
Why
could
didn't
drop
you
down.
stop
It
him?
dropped. Oh, we were out there. We were out there. So it's like dropped into a pit and then like into the
You
fire pit.
sacrificed Bibble.
You didn't mean to.
Did you
I
see
wonder
that?
if he ran into it.
That's crazy.
He's like,
Did
this
he
is my
die?
escape. Yes, he died.
You're just running. You're just running having a good time.
Why didn't we get him out?
We were
Because
inside.
wanted his back.
We were inside.
Okay, so on number 11 it says find BC if BE is 18.
Bro, we're just trying to have
So-
dinner.
If BE is 18, then BC must be
9.
9.
okay. If the radius is perpendicular to the chord, it bisects it. So yeah, those two are equal.
For some
Okay.
of my books said it's 4, which is like really
13. Somebody just probably wrote 9 sloppy.
Bro, you're thinking they're looking at 10.
No, I'm saying they put 4.
Yeah, you're.
Okay, anyways,
10.
13. We're supposed to find AG if FI is 16, BE is 16. All right, if FI and BE, the two chords, are both 16, what does that tell us?
Okay.
And half of it's 8.
Okay, it tells us that they must be the same distance from the center.
Exactly.
Okay, so we know these two have to be the same. And then it says that AC is 6. So if AC is 6, what's AG?
6.
6. That's what they want.
Alright, can we just take like a few minutes to do it even?
Just give us like.
After I'm done, number 15, find AI. All right, they did not draw AI in the picture. Shh. But what is AI?
It's diameter radius.
It's a radius. Okay, and if I do draw it in, what does it create?
Okay, triangle.
Right triangle. So it says segment AC is congruent to segment AG. That means the chords are the same distance from the center and they are congruent. All this stuff only works if the chords are like the same length, basically. So they're always going to be congruent. BE is 10 and AC is 4. Okay. If BE is 10, then how long is BC? 5.
5.
So, and if BC is 5, like IG is 5. And if AC is 4, AG is 4. So how can I find the length of this radius?
A squared plus B squared.
5 squared plus
Yes,
4
sir.
squared.
So close. Next time. Next
Yeah,
time.
You know you got ADD, right?
Huh?
Is 15 and 16 the same?
I'm just gonna say that to some student next hour, see what happens.
You know you got
No,
it.
you just need to be
Sage
like,
Grant. Sage Grant. Sage Grant.
you need,
He wouldn't even think
Yeah,
twice
you
about
wouldn't
it.
you gotta be like, did you take your meds today?
Actually, let's tell
That
Sage
sounds like
Grant.
too much like something I would say.
If
but-
Grant had ADD, he'd be on a whole lot of Adderall because that.
Okay,
Oh no.
so what would X be then?
Well,
Six?
Square root of 41.
That's what I meant.
Which doesn't really simplify.
Square root of 41.
17. Find, okay, let me get rid of these numbers because it's a different problem.
21. Can you do some?
Okay, 17 says that GH is 6 and IG is 12. GH is 6, that little spot right there, and IG is 12. Okay, and we're supposed to find HF. That's kind of small on this one. So HF goes from there to there. It's not on the, it's not the arc on the circle. We're gonna do arcs later. You guys know what I mean by arc?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the part of the circle. We're not doing
It's
that.
like the radius of an outside.
I'm literally
No, well, it's just like a piece of the circle.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
that's not what we're doing right here. We're just going straight from H to F. So, how could I find that?
So, A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Okay, if this is 12,
That's 12.
that's 12. If these are 90,
That's
that's 90.
60.
So,
6
What?
squared.
Wait, I got it
Y
right.
squared equals X squared.
yeah.
Yes!
I don't know what that is.
Basically,
180.
That's a lot.
That's your answer. You always say. Why didn't you say that?
I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
it was your time to shine.
Erase it for a second. Cause the answer to that is 180.
Emily, you're so
I'm
smart.
smart, huh?
That was crazy.
You're dumb.
Stupid.
Back in chapter 2, everything did add up to 180. So, anyway, the square root of 180 actually does
9.
You're worthless.
simplify.
Is that 9?
An idiot.
I did
Oh,
it.
yeah, you got it.
The square root of 81 is 9,
Oh, dang.
not the square root of 180.
My bad. I have ADHD.
You know, you got ADD, right?
That's what I meant.
Except for Timmy.
Okay, yeah, 3 and 2 comes out, so it's 6 squared of 5. I thought you guys had good calculators, no?
I do. I just haven't turned it on yet.
Yeah, it's not I'll be back.
Whitney.
I'm gonna get
Roman hush. Okay, 19, AI is 8. Let me get rid of these old
They,
numbers.
like a Fortnite.
like the roll.
Official.
Okay, AI is 8,
Like Mr. Smith.
AG is 6, and what are we supposed to find? FI.
It looks like Archer's.
Okay, well, how could we find FI?
Thank you.
You do the.
Oh, you just find out the
Doesn't it H? Isn't it?
Well, we can find GI, right?
It's
then-
4.
And then what do we do after we find GI?
We double it.
Double it.
Oh, I'm a double.
Okay, how are we gonna set up to find GI? Oh boy.
8 squared plus 6 squared.
Shh. Nope.
What?
Try again.
8 squared
Nope.
plus. Oh,
That's what I just tried.
6 squared plus X squared equals 8 squared.
Yeah.
A squared plus B squared.
Did you guys get that one right in the test?
Yeah,
I did. I don't even know.
definitely not.
It was the second Pythagorean theorem question. You
You
had to do.
tried to pull a quick one on us.
I,
I'm too
we did
smart.
examples like it. I wasn't trying to trick anybody.
Why did you put 8 to the 6th power?
Yeah.
Oh, you tried to do a quick one
About
in there. Gotcha.
I just copied.
Gotcha.
He was saying if you're paying attention. obviously.
First it's gonna be
There you go.
5.
180.
No.
I don't know.
Imagine it was 180 again. That'd be crazy.
No, it can't be 180 because.
I know. I'm just saying. Imagine.
It's
Sorry,
2 squared of 7.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. That's only this right here is 2 squared of 7.
Oh no.
So- What is IF?
You have the 2 squared of
4
7
squared.
plus.
4 squared of 7.
Do it.
You're so sweet. You got it! I got it! You
Guys, hush.
No, guys. You literally
Nah.
looked at me and said, it's 4 square root of 7.
Wow.
Like,
That's
And
crazy.
it was an absolute guess.
before we even
Okay,
started.
21. Alright, well, this is a similar thing. There's 2 different circles, but if you look below the circles, it says AD equals JH. What does that tell us if AD equals JH?
They're
Yeah,
the
the
same
same
one.
radius.
The radius is the same, therefore if the radii are the same,
Their chords are the same.
no,
Yeah, well,
the circles are the same.
Facts.
Okay, so if the radius is the same, the circles must be the same size. If those chords are the same distance from the center, then they will be the same length.
So
Because,
the chords are the same.
well, they have to tell you that every problem, but they kind of have to be true for it to jump back and forth like they're going to. All right, so for example, on 21, they say AC is congruent to JG,
Yeah.
which tells you the chords are the same distance from the center, therefore the chords are the same length.
I knew it.
So that first part is just telling you like everything's the same. So what do we know about on 21? CE and GI. What should be true about CE and GI?
They should be the same.
They are going to be the same. Now there, of course, once or twice they're going to give you like CE and IF, which
So
are
it's like half that?
so like one of them's twice as big as the other. So it's not always equal, but it's pretty close. Okay, so if those two are equal, then 3y plus 5 should equal 8. So we're going to do some basic algebra.
Oh no.
This is nice.
Come on. If you're saying oh no on this, we are really in trouble.
Not me.
I don't get this. I don't get this.
I know how to do it, I promise.
Just write 180.
I know what Y equals.
There's,
Sure, you
Yeah.
you know.
if I wrote 180, would you kind of write?
Absolutely.
Okay, deal.
Absolutely not.
Oh, that was really funny, Roman.
You know what
Bro,
else
you
is
are.
really funny? Timmy's really funny. He's a great guy.
You highly recommend him.
Good to know. He's like,
I just want
I don't think Lennox even knew where he was going with that.
that was like 5 seconds later.
Actually, that was like not even the second way.
Whoa, that was
With
crazy.
the same accent. 23. Shh. So on 21, we just had to find y. On 23, we're supposed to find AD, so it's slightly different. It says AC and JG are the same, kind of like the last time. That means the chords are going to be the same. AC and JG are X. BE and FI. What should be true about BE and FI?
They should be.
They should be the same. So 4x minus 8 should equal 2x plus 8.
Oh no.
There's just so much like.
Okay, so this will make,
Yeah.
this is like algebra level 2 instead of last problem was level 1.
I like level 1.
Yeah.
Come on, we can do level 2 here.
Two's not that bad.
That.
I struggle with one.
You know.
Why did they tell us?
So basically, you're gonna subtract 2x.
You've been spending too much time around Paxton.
Why did they tell us the first part
Wait,
of the problem?
Wait. Is it just me? Or are there letters in there?
Just
Paxton,
I gotta.
you know you got ADD, right?
Why did they tell us the first part of the problem? It's like.
Because that's part of the problem.
We're gonna need it. The first part where it says equals x equals x,
Whitney,
Yeah.
are you dumb?
we're gonna need it.
Okay.
You're too stupid.
Okay.
You're too stupid to understand.
I know what x equals.
Okay, yeah, x is 8. Unfortunately, that's not the final answer.
Oh my God.
I literally just wrote
Okay,
it down.
shh. All right, let me draw all this in here. Okay, at the beginning it says that AC is equal to X, which means like this part right here is AC. So that if X is 8, that means this part's 8. How can we find this length right here?
Right?
Well, the whole thing, they said this whole thing from here to here, the whole chord is 4x minus 8.
So it's half that.
So if we plug 8 in, 32 minus 8 is 24. So the whole thing is 24, so that means this is 12.
So 8 squared plus 12 squared equals.
That would give you the radius. And is it the radius we're looking for? I kind of forgot. 80. 80 is a different radius, but yeah, the radius
Those are
is
the
what,
same thing.
but same thing. So yeah, 8 squared.
So many things.
Probably should use something besides x this time.
It's like
Yeah, I like drawing.
Square root, 4 square root.
Okay.
4 square root of 13.
That's a story. No, that is 13.
Oh, so ridiculous. Everyone brought me home.
That's the only one that's gonna be that weird.
David Goggins.
Probably 24 is about that one too.
24 is like
You
that.
don't know.
Well, I haven't actually looked, but it's probably about the
You
same.
can do 24/7.
Oh, yeah.